Hey, what's up? It's Robert. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I wanted to talk to you today about a piece of software that you're probably never going to use, maybe. It's very specific to the Swedish market where my business is located. And what it does is it solves a huge pain point for me, which was when we would, I can't really charge my clients on PayPal or Stripe or something like that. It's just not the way that B2B service businesses do payments, okay? So we get a client, we got to send them an invoice. Now they're going to pay us, and then I used to have to jump into our business bank account and kind of look to see, this payment here, which matches with which invoice, and if there was a payment that didn't match with any of the invoices, I would have to start digging deeper. Soul-crushing work, okay? And I found this service that, so if this is us, this is this invoicing service, and this is the client, we'll send the invoice via this service, they'll pay them, and then they'll do all the matching and follow up if need be, and then once they've gotten paid, like a day after, we get our money. So as far as the amount of time that it saves me, it's not huge, but the amount of soul crushing that went on during that little time that I had to spend on this, and for that to be kind of taken care of by a piece of software that, by the way, is ridiculously inexpensive. It's one of my favorite pieces of software that solves a huge problem for me. Because also, although it didn't take a lot of time, I did hate that work that I had to do, and it would be kind of tricky for me at the level that my business is at to actually get somebody else to do that for me, because then they have to have access to my business bank account and things of that nature. And it was just, this is a great solution for that. So although this specifically might not be, the software that you can use, at least you'll be able to look for perhaps, you'll be able to find out what you need. And for, perhaps you can go out and kind of try to find a similar version of this software in whatever country that you're operating in. So let's jump on the laptop real quick and I'll tell you a bit more about that, but you kind of get the gist of it. So let's take a look. Enjoy. All right, so I know this tool is not really going to be used by perhaps the majority of people watching this video, but what it is very cool. It saves me not a whole ton of time, but I feel like every minute is not created equally. So what I mean by that is, me doing 1 hour of work that I don't mind is not as bad as me doing 1 hour of work that I really don't want to be doing. So when I'm able to outsource or automate an hour of my time of work that I absolutely dislike doing, that's worth a lot to me. It's really, really valuable. And that's what this tool does. So what they do is, we send our invoices through this company. They'll collect the money on our behalf and they'll send us the payment the next day once it's been received. The beauty in this is that prior to using this software, I would have to go into our business bank account and check out all the payments that came in, check out all the kind of outstanding invoices, and let's say there were 3 payments with the same amount, then I would have to really kind of start digging into those payments and find out which client is this payment from. If there was a mistake in the amount that they paid, that was a pain in the ass, because then I would have to contact the client. If people didn't pay, then I would have to send reminders and all that. This just automates that whole thing. It's amazing. I'm really happy with it. And the really cool thing is how little it cost me. It's unbelievable. This is about $72,000 that we've invoiced, and we've sent 42 invoices, and they're basically just above $1 each. So, imagine paying $45 and to be able to collect 72 grand and have all the kind of cross-referencing those payments automated. In an ideal world, you're collecting payments by PayPal or Stripe or something like that, but not everybody can do that for the purposes of, it depends on their business, right? So for the type of business that we run, we're not able to just collect payment, with Stripe or PayPal or something like that. So this is the absolute kind of best next case or next best kind of opportunity. So I'm super, super happy that this exists, and I'm very thankful that the guys that founded this company actually did it, because I hated when I had to do this job manually and look at how much, look at all the payments that came in and kind of cross-reference them with the outstanding invoices. So they also send, automated reminders and things like that. So super happy. I mean, if you're in a position where you can't use PayPal or Stripe or something like that, and you're actually sending invoices to your clients, I don't know what the US or English speaking equivalent of this would be, but I'm sure it exists. So perhaps Google around and see what you can find if that's your case. But yeah, that's how we use this software, and saves me a lot of soul crushing hours.